welcome to PQ, where we watch and talk about music as classical musicians. Today's song is another request from one of our supporters on Buy Me a Coffee. This is from David. Thank you, David, for your support and for your song request. This is a band called Free, and the name of the song is All Right Now. And I don't know what to say about this song, honestly. I've never heard of this band or this song, but I don't know though. Maybe when we listen to it, it might have been played on that radio station, the infamous radio station. So we'll see about that.
Yeah, I mean, especially based off their name, Free, such a nice name. I'm also very looking forward to see what they have, and also I always, when we want to discover new bands, I'm like, oh yes, new
Yeah.
stuff. So,
yeah, honestly, same. Yeah. So here we go. I think it's a live performance. Yeah, I think so. But it says, official live video. That's the link that he sent us. So we're gonna do that one. And now we can start listening.
Smiling from my head to her feet. I said, hey, what is this, now, baby? Maybe she's in need of a kiss. I said, hey, what's your name, baby? Maybe we can see things the same. Now don't you wait, or hesitate. Let's move before they raise the pocket rate. All right now, baby, it's all right now. All right now, baby, it's all right now. Now wait a minute.
Wait, I think I've heard the guitar riff in the intro. That sounded so familiar to me. But then when he started singing, I had no clue. So I don't know if they used...
that happened also to me. Yeah, I was like, oh, maybe I listened to it. Also, the first 2-3 words that he sing, until then I was like, oh yeah, maybe. But then I was like, no, I have no idea. I never, I think, heard it. But I love how playful and joyful the singer is singing. You know, it's like he's really he's like, okay, it's exactly the name of the band. He's really like, okay, I'm free to just do and sing whatever I want. So it's also the combination between this and this really like ta ta, you know, like this really rhythmic riff. It's really also a nice combination.
Yeah, I like that it's kind of so far has been minimal in the instrumentation, but it was such a such a signature and in the song so far, just like the simple riff and then the accompaniment of the drum. So here we go.
Now wait a minute. One thing, I took her home to my place. Why she can't remove out her face? She said, look man, what's your game? Are you trying to put me in shame? I said, slow baby, don't go so fast. Don't you think that love can last? She said, love, love above. Now you're trying to trick me in love. All right now, baby, it's all right now. All right now, baby, all right now. I know. Oh yeah.
Okay, let's just wait here a little bit just just to digest what happened. I think that was one of my most like favorite instrumentals that I've ever heard. I know it was such a like simple, it was not that many instruments, but I love that they were doing the most with like just those 2 or 3 instruments. And I love the bass. The bass was, it's really underrated all the time, and I really feel like I should like shed some light onto the bass line that was happening here, because I mean your attention was really onto like the other guitar and the drums, but if you would like listen to that bass, it felt like not sneaky, but it felt really kind of grounded. It felt like very strong and heavy, and like the bottom of all those instruments that were kind of like up and above and like moving more freely. And I think the balance between those 3 was really interesting.
Yeah, I have to say a funny thing before I talk about music. I found it so funny that they choose the camera person choose to show during the guitar solo part. They chose to show the whole like 90% of the time the drums, which was just doing like but because he was so dramatic about it. I mean, he played like very much more interesting stuffs before and also after, so he had really some cool lines. But at this particular part, the guitar had a very nice and beautiful solo, but the whole time they were showing the 2 notes of
with their friends. Yeah.
Yeah, it was funny. But as you we paused and then we start to play again, I realized that, I don't know if you realized it before or no, but I realized that the riff that the guitar played in the first like part before all the solo comes and they become more like presence, the instruments become more present. It was the simplified melody, I don't know if it's a word, that the singer was singing. Like it was taking some parts, like if the melody of the singer, for the first part, it was like kind of the same melody that he was saying the whole time, with a little bit of change and like adding raspiness or adding like some ornaments or something, but it was kind of the same melody that was repeating, and the riff that was repeating was taking like 2 first notes and like the last notes and like this. So it was really, you could, if you could like fill the gaps that was between the chords and that the things that guitar was playing, you could really hear the whole melody that the singer was singing. So it was also interesting to realize.
All right, so let's go ahead and watch and listen to the last part of this.
All right now, baby, it's all right. All right now, baby, it's all right. Hey, we're so happy together. Can we be? It's all right. All right, it's all right, it's all right. Baby, 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 it's all right now. All right now, baby, it's all right now. All right now. I said, baby, baby, it's all right.
Wow, that was such a cool
Nice.
song. Yeah.
Yeah, it was a really cool performance, and I have to say that because they were not using like so many complex chords, your attention would immediately go to the other stuff like the rhythm and the tone, that they exactly they I think it was on purpose, and they wanted this to be more like a rhythmical and like your attention, they catch your attention in like more cool rhythms that they were making, or like the tones, or like the freedom of the singer, you know, and the storyline that they were saying.
Yeah,
So,
I honestly
yeah.
love the storyline. I know it was kind of like a kind of cheesy because it's just like the most typical thing that can happen, like in a song, that he just basically is hitting on her, and then like basically the same conversation that you would hear. But even with those, I love that how the story, that you could really feel that you're in the story and you're like trying to see what happens. But I love that it was also like had a lot of like playful elements, and the delivery was, it was so like so passionate, so much enthusiasm was coming out of it. So it was not like, oh, another thing that if they're like, okay. So it kind of like kept your attention throughout the song. And one more thing, it was like, I think this song is one of the like good examples of, I know we still had like 3 or 4 band members, so it was not just like as minimal, but still it was kind of like minimal. So I think it's a good example of less is more for me, because even like in those climax moments, there was not a lot happening in terms of layers, or like, as you said, the harmony and stuff. It was just like basically one groove, but I think the energy behind it really like made it like so much bigger than it actually is. I don't know about the studio versions of it, but I love that we kind of like change pace a little bit, and then we listen to a live version, because we've been doing studio versions for some time now. But I love that we did that, because I mean, nothing can, I know that studio versions have their own like good moments. A lot of things obviously is more controlled, but then nothing can replace like the actual like feel of like being on the spot on the stage, and that spontaneity that you could feel from both the band and then also the audience. So that was really fun to listen to. And I now know a new band, and they actually, I'm so curious to write to go and figure out more of their works and albums. So if you guys have other suggestions, please let us know. We would love to explore that. And thank you, David, for suggesting this song. Thank you guys for watching and following us along. Please don't forget to like this video, subscribe to our channel if you haven't already. If you want to support us more, there's a buy me a coffee link in the description. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye.
Bye.